వెల్కమ్ టు మిర్రర్ టీవీ. అభయ్ 3 జీ5 సిరీస్లో రిలీజ్ అవబోతోంది. సో ఒక బ్యూటిఫుల్ వెబ్ సిరీస్ అనమాట. అండ్ ఆల్ క్రైమ్ అండ్ థ్రిల్లర్ అండ్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ మీద సంబంధించి ఉంటుంది. మనతో పాటు ఇప్పుడు హీరో కునాల్ అండ్ అలాగే డైరెక్టర్ కెన్ ఘోష్ ఉన్నారు. వారిని అడిగి మరిన్ని విశేషాలు తెలుసుకుందాం. హలో కునాల్. సో యాక్చువల్లీ ఐఎమ్ బిగ్ ఫ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఫర్ కలియుగ్.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love that song actually. You'll be all frustrated, sad, and you're just going on searching for your girl, right?
Oh, you're talking about Adhi.
Yes. Yeah. So, first of all, big congratulations. Already, Abhay 2 is a very huge success. Even though Abhay 1, Abhay 2, and Abhay 3. How is it gonna be? Like,
It's going to be more grittier. It's bigger in scale. We're very happy that Abhay 2 got loved, but we shot Abhay 2 during the lockdown when the pandemic had hit. So we had to actually scale it down so that because we didn't have permissions to shoot in a lot of places. But in 3, we luckily were in a place where we had more permissions and things are better. So we've been able to push the envelope and not just at a script level but also visually. It's definitely bigger than the first two, and we're very excited with the season that we have on hand, and we can't wait to share it with the world on the 8th of April.
and Ken, I want to ask you one question. What is the inspiration for this story? Where did you pick? And do you have any real instance related in your life or other other people's?
No, you know what? I will not wish anybody have real instances like Abhay. But coming back, so Abhay season 1 and 2 had the original thought was to have real cases. In fact, season 1, all the cases were real. They were actually criminals like that in this country who were caught. Then slowly we moved more in. We mixed a little fiction into it. Season 3 is almost completely fictional. So I mean, it's a very dark space to be in, but it's very interesting to shoot.
So, what made you to choose Kunal?
So in Abhay, the set we were both cast
You
by
also
by the
casted,
yes by the producers, Kunal as the actor and me as the director. So it was very good casting, I would say, by the producers and Z5.
When are you going to? When are we going to watch you like in a big screen, like as a director, movie director? It's all web series kinds of things you are doing. So what about the movies?
I've done feature films before. I've done Ishq Vishk, I've done Fida, I've done Chance Pe Dance, 3 films with Shahid Kapoor. But now I'm having so much of fun.
Get back.
Yeah, no, but now I'm having so much of fun doing web because, like I said earlier, you can do so many more interesting things. There's no the limitations are much more less. Of course, there are limitations, but much more less. So I'm having a lot of fun doing web. So I have no plans right now to do any films.
And as a human being, what did you learn from this series? Not as an actor, as a human being. Yeah.
As a human being, I learned that there are a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths that live amongst us, and not necessarily will we always understand, because there is a calm on the ocean that you see on the surface, but there's a current that's somewhere below. And I also, with this character, I learned to actually empathize with a lot of people in uniforms who on a very daily basis live such horrific incidences, but yet have a family that they go back to and they kind of keep it together. So I have a lot more respect for the officers on duty who on a day-to-day basis sometimes risk their lives, or at the least have to witness such horrific things and still keep at it. So yeah, but besides that, I, like Ken said, I really don't wish this kind of life or this kind of crimes on anybody.
So what are we going to expect Abhay 3, the looks and all from Abhay?
Well, his look is something that we worked on together, and we're very happy to kind of get into that look every time we do the season. But of course, he's also going through a journey, and in season 3, it picks up exactly where season 2 kind of ended, and his life is kind of in a topsy turvy world, physically, mentally, and emotionally, because his personal life is also at a threat and his professional life is also at a threat. And now, what's completely new in this third season is that with the character of Vijay Raj comes this new world that the audiences haven't seen before, and Abhay as a character hasn't seen before. So all of that kind of pushes the envelope right to the extreme. So it's very interesting it was interesting for us to shoot, and visually it's looking beautiful, and I'm very interested to see what the audiences think about it.
Can we expect this combo with some other genre other than investigation and all?
Yeah, that'll be. I mean, I think we should do something where we both go back to our basic normal genre. Him comedy and me romantic comedy. So maybe something like that.
So next will be rom-com.
I don't know. It'll be a rom cop.
Again cop.
That's what we can do differently, I guess. But no, I mean, I've been a fan of Ken Ghosh as a director from a long time ago. I don't know if people know that the first music video that he did was Made in India with Alisha Chennai, which became like a rage. And then, of course, with films like Ishq Vishk and Fida. And I remember I used to tell him that his office used to be in the building that my gym that I used to go to was. And I would see him come in a car and I would always try and stand in front of the car wearing like a tank top, like all pumped up, saying that maybe he'll like see me and cast me in a film. But it took a long time before we could kind of do something. But I'm very happy that we actually collaborated on something that we're both so proud of. Because not just, I mean, it's one thing to have one hit film, but I feel like he and I have this one film that's done 3 sequels, and all of them, a third one like remains to be seen, but 2 of them that the country has loved so much.
And how overwhelmed you both are from our Telugu audience and Hyderabad and food.
Oh, food, of course. I love the food. I've been in Hyderabad many times, even as a child when I was acting, and I've had the opportunity to work with some of the stars from down south also. So it's lovely because I feel like Hyderabad and it's not like a new city to me. I've been here, and even with Golmaal, we used to come and shoot here. I'm very happy that this year, I mean, Abhay 1 and 2 are also available in all the languages. But it's very interesting that this time we are dropping the whole season on the same day as Hindi in Tamil and Telugu.
And what about you?
Well, actually, I mean, Hyderabad, I love. In fact, the last time I think I was here, I had come to meet Prabhas. We were doing. I was part of the team that did the Mahindra ad, the SUV ad. So I had come down to narrate to him, and he had fed us biryani, which was awesome, and that was good. Yeah.
So how was the transformation like doing all the comedy genres and this too that too itna bahut serious wala cob. So how was the transformation made in acting and all?
Of course, I'm saying even when you're doing comedies, every character is different. So there is a little bit of transformation that you physically go through depending on the character, and there's something new that you try to do within a genre also. Because I'm not saying just because I'm playing a cop doesn't mean every cop that was ever played is the same. Every actor tries to do something new with it. So, but having said that, it was a good change for me to kind of not just change a character but also change the genre, and also the kind of space that it was, and also the platform that it was completely different. It was not a 70 screen. It could be a telephone, a phone that you watch it on, or an iPad, or on a tablet, or on a laptop. So all of those transitions were interesting but very exciting at the same time. And today I can say that it feels really rewarding that what I was curious to see what's going to happen today, I can say has been very rewarding. And I'm very happy to be here in Hyderabad today in this iconic location like Prasad Labs, presenting our trailer for the season 3.
And when are you going to watch Kashmir Files?
I want to actually catch up on that film also, and a lot of others, because in the last a month and a half we've just been busy with Abhay 3, because we just actually finished shooting the show also, like the patchworks, just a month and a half ago. So once we get out, I think on the 8th this comes out, so that responsibility is done with. From the 9th, for a brief period of time, I would want to catch up on all these films also.
So in your lifetime have you ever faced or experienced these kind of incidents where the Kashmiri Files incidents have taken place?
As much as I want to talk about it, I don't think this is the right platform to comment about that, because I'm here for Abhay season 3, and I would want to stick to it because it's a topic that is very close to my heart, and it's sensitive for me also to talk about it just as a one-off.
Thank you so much and thanks a lot and very all the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.